So the actual answer that he should have got was 8,18,790. That is the actual answer that he's supposed to have got. If he had multiplied by the correct number that he had to multiply by, that was 98. But he actually multiplied by 89 and he got the wrong answer. So I have to find out how much his wrong answer is less than the actual answer. So I take 8355 and multiply it by 89, which he had wrongly multiplied. He was to multiply by 98. And I will get the answer. Multiplying by 9, I get 75195. And multiplying by 8, I get 66840. Here I put a cross because I have to start under the number. You'll all know how to multiply. When I add, I get 7,43,595, which is actually the wrong answer. Which is the wrong answer. Now I multiply the same number by 98, which he actually should have multiplied by. He's multiplied by 89 when he was to multiply by 98. Now, when we come to this section of the word problem, once you have worked out this, there is no necessity for you to go through the entire multiplication again. I'll tell you why. Because you're multiplying by the same digits here by 8 and 9 and here by 9 and 8. So now when I multiplied 8 with 8355, what did I get? 66840. The same 66840, I'll put it in the first place. Then when I multiplied 8355 by 9, I got 75195. That 75195 will come in the second place with a cross because we always start from under the number to begin to multiply with each digit. So the same numbers go there, but in reverse order. This addition gives me 7,43,595. This addition gives me 8,18,790. So 7,43,595, 8,18,790. Now from the actual answer, if I take away the wrong answer, I will come to know what is the difference of the answer that he got from the actual answer that he should have got. So I take the actual number, that is 8,18,790, and from that I will subtract 7,43,595. When I subtract this, I will get an answer, and that should go in my final statement. Now, mind you, I have written this at the side here because I have a small board to work on. But you will write it on a fresh line, a new line, where you will write his answer was less by, and the answer that you get here will be the answer in the final statement. Do be neat with your work. What you can do is do one multiplication on one side of the page, leave 4-finger space, and do the multiplication of the second number on the second half of that same page. Then give a line and take down the larger number, take down the smaller number, and subtract them to get the answer. This answer will be the final actual answer to the sum or to the word problem. But at the end of it, after leaving a line, remember, after leaving a line, you will write the final statement. And the final statement will be his answer was less by, this answer will come here. And that is the solution to sum number 7. I will just brief you on that very quickly. It is a child or a student who has taken a particular number and multiplied it wrongly by the 2-digit number. He was to multiply it by 98, but he went and multiplied it by 89. So I have to find out by how much is his answer, which is actually the wrong answer. His answer, how much less is his answer than the actual answer. So I have to find his answer. Whatever he has multiplied, I have to find that answer. And I have to find the multiplication of the actual number. So when he multiplied by 89, he's got that much. Had he multiplied by 98, he would have got this much. So to find how much less is he from the answer, but naturally his answer will be less than the actual answer because he's multiplying by 89 and 89 is smaller than 98. 98 will give you a bigger answer. 89 will give you a smaller answer because the numbers are the same, 8355, 8355. So if I'm multiplying this by 89, I'll get a smaller answer here. And I'm multiplying by 98, I'll get a bigger answer there. So he was actually to get a bigger answer, but he's got a smaller answer because he's gone and multiplied by 89 instead of 98. So I find out what is his answer when multiplied by 89. Then what should have been the answer had he multiplied it correctly by 98? And then the difference between these two numbers gives me the answer as to how much is his answer less than the actual answer. But this last statement has to be written at the end after leaving a line. And this is the solution to sum number 7. We now move on to the next sum, and this will be the last sum for the day. It says, sum number 8. A 100-meter long steel wire is divided into 8 equal parts. What is the length of each piece? So 100-meter wire being divided into 8 equal parts. Now remember that these sums or these word problems are on addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So far we have done addition, we've done subtraction. Previous sum we had done multiplication also and subtraction also. And now we come to the last operation in mathematics, and that is division. So now I am cutting a 100-meter wire into 8 equal pieces. And it says a 100-meter long steel wire is divided into 8 equal pieces. Divided. The word itself, divided, out there tells us that we actually have to divide. No addition, no subtraction, no multiplication. The word problem itself says very clearly that a 100-meter wire has to be divided into 8 equal parts. So I have to divide that 100 by 8. Let's take down our information. First, I'll write length of wire. The length of the wire is 100 meters. This is the 8th sum. How many parts is being divided into? It is being divided into 8 equal parts. Number of equal parts. Number of equal parts. The number of equal parts is going to be 8. So, to find the number or the length of each part, the length of each part will be equal to the length of the wire divided by the number of equal parts, that is 8. When I take 100 meters and divide it by 8, I will come to know what would be the length of each wire. There will be 8 equal parts and each wire will measure a particular length, and that can be found only by dividing 100 by 8. The total length of the wire is 100 meters. When I divide it by 8, I will come to know the length of each wire or each piece that it has been cut into. Because remember, it's a 100-meter wire cut into 8 equal parts. So I have to find the length of each part. So I take 100 and I divide it by 8. And we all know how to divide. So 8 ones are 8. Remainder 2. Take down 0. 8 2s are 16. 8 3s are 24. So it won't go 3 times, it will go 2 times. 8 2s are 16. Remainder 4. Because from here I'll take 1. This will become 1. 10 take away 6, 4. 1 take away 1, 0. Now I have a remainder. And now I don't have any more numbers to take down. And this is the rule. Your teachers also must have taught you that now when you are left with a number and you have a remainder and you don't have any more numbers to take down to continue your division, what you do is put a decimal point here. When you put a decimal point here, you can increase a 0 in this. and that 0 can be taken down. So the moment you put a decimal point, you can increase a 0 and that 0 can be taken down. And now we all know that 8 5s are 40. Remainder, nothing. The entire thing has been divided completely. Remember, when I am left with a remainder, I cannot divide any further. In my quotient, I put a point. In the actual number, which is called the dividend, this is the quotient, this is the dividend, this is the divisor, and this is the remainder. So in the dividend, I can increase a 0 only after putting a point. I put a point, I add a 0, and that 0 can be taken down. And I can continue with my division. And therefore, 8 5s are 40, and the entire answer has been reached 2. So 12.5 is the answer. So 12.5 is the length of each piece of wire. 12.5 watt wire is being measured here in meters. Wire is always measured in meters. So I will write my final statement. Length of each piece of wire is 12.5 meters. 12.5 meters. So this is how the eighth sum is to be done. Remember, the word problem has to be copied from the textbook and the solution from the video that I am posting to you or you are watching right now. So the sums have to be copied from the textbook. You have to make use of your textbook. Take down the sums from there, the word problems from there, and then write the solution as I have solved it in the video. So these 3 sums must be done for today. Keep your work updated and keep your work neat and organized. Do remember, the classwork is to be done in a black pen. And if I give anything for homework, then that has to be done with a blue pen. If you're unable to arrange one, manage with whatever black or blue color you have. And once we literally start classes, then I think so by that time you should be having a black and blue pen. So this is all for today. Keep your work updated.